Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome back to Hades 2. We're going to do an aspect of next run, but I don't think that's actually going to be particularly important this run, or at least I hope not. It is time to bring back a dash/sprint build that we long for, that we miss. You know, this is going to be with Zeus's sprint/dash. I say /dash because I actually don't really understand how this one works, and we're going to find out together. We're going to the surface. I'm not going to call this a sprint or dash only run, but we're going to try to highlight the dash from Zeus in particular, but we'll talk about it as we get going. I did find a seed where we got a epic dash at the start here, if I roll once, I believe. Unless something gets messed up, but let's take a look and see. This used to be, his dash/sprint used to be very different. I say /sprint and dash, I know. I'll try to not just keep saying that, I guess. I'm just going to call it his dash boon here. It used to be quite different where you would channel magic in order to keep dealing damage quite frequently, too. Dashing causes surrounding foes to be struck by lightning bolts. 35 damage at heroic every 0.35 seconds. I kind of want to see. So it does work on sprints here still, even though it doesn't actually say, you know, sprint, basically, here, right? I did take Nyx just in case that would be interesting. So after this, what can we really do to power this up? We need double strike from Zeus. We need a lot of Zeus, really, is my first thought. Something like Killer Curtain, I guess, could be something. You know what I mean? Romantic Spark doesn't quite fit with what we're trying to do. Master Conductor doesn't work with it, unfortunately, and that's kind of it. So what is the Hestia one? It's Thermal Dynamics. It is not a Blitz effect. It is a Lightning Bolt effect. So double strike would work best. And then after that, yeah, possibly not a whole lot. So we'll just try to have some fun outside of it. We'll try to get some palms and doodads of that nature. I don't know. Do I want to keep a Hestia boon then? I'm not really convinced that I do. Yeah, sure, we'll go for a hammer. So this aspect does have a sort of sprinting synergy behind it. Wouldn't call it the most astounding. We might do like stutter step. You can see the lightning bolts for every dash it would appear, but it also works while sprinting, but at a relatively slow pace, every 0.35, right? As she said. What would I be interested here, if anything? Ugh, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot indeed. Can we bring back the joy of this build? This used to be really good before they changed it. It's a bit disappointing, I guess you could say. I guess they thought it was too good before? I'm not sure. Zeus does have a lot of powerful effects, so I guess it's kind of understanding that they might not want to also have his sprint be Le Pog, as the kids say, I suppose. I will never say that again in my life. Okay, so starter step from Hermes would be interesting here as well, I suppose. We already had to spend some rolls, though, here. Double strike would be astounding to start, but that's okay if we don't get it. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and take an attack and just kind of go for a big Zeus suite. Storm Ring does work. Both of these work with double strike if and when we get it. So I'm kind of open to both, all of them, some of them, whatever. We would like a way to apply origination, I suppose. So like Hera's here to help with that. Oh, right, and of course, we got to think about King's Ransom whenever we do anything like this. So this means I do really need a lot of Hera boons, and I'm going to need a core boon from her. But I also really need double strike to appear before we get into that business. You know what I mean? That can be quite difficult to have happen. Let's see what we got here. Oh, common double strike. Okay, no more commons, right? Boom. Just no more commons allowed, and there won't be a problem. I mean, sort of a lot of boons left for us to get here, but that's pretty much it for the Zeus boons, right? Okay, so let's start. We don't need magic. I took Rocky just because, you know, we shouldn't need the magic at all. No commons, no commons, no commons. But I do need her cast or magic regen to activate the King's Ransom duo. It's been a while since I did a big King's Ransom thing. We kind of did most of the boons, but we haven't done the dash still here. We have not. So maybe we'll have a good time somehow with this. You can't see the lightning coming down. So I don't know why, but my brain wants to go, don't worry, it's working. It's like, but is it working effectively is another question. There we go. Epic cast is perfect for what we're doing. Go on, Rocky. Yeah, you could do some really cool stuff with the old dash, and we definitely have many videos of it where you just kind of sprint around the room and the lightning continuously strikes all the enemies for you. And it channels very quickly, too. And spending magic is actually kind of a strong build of its own in a sense. So more Hera or Zeus. Mostly Hera, actually, is what we'd want now. We already have our hammer. We do want to consider Hermes, however... more Zeus, more Zeus. I'm going to take it. Actually, I'm going to roll first up here somewhere. Hera? All right. I have to be careful. Do not forget, no comments, no comments. I'm probably going to skip Hermes to avoid getting common boon because his boons actually have a reduced rarity. It was the same thing in Hades 1. You tend to just get common boons more often from Hermes. I'm not certain why they chose to make that happen. Not positive, honestly. Uh-oh.
The fates won't mind.
Okay, that's fine. Anything really is okay. Because now we could get King's Ransom at any minute. We have 2 Hera boons. Would I be okay with getting it, like, now? Oh, not the dash. Damn, dog. Oh, well, double strike works, too. In fact, double strike might be better. In some ways. So we know we want to take that Zeus. It's just a question of what we want to do in betwixt here. I guess we can just take the max health. We do want to be careful. We'll do Zeus last. I'm going to have to consider if we actually want to take an early King's Ransom like this. Now, with the attack boon, it means our run probably can't really be bad, luckily. Because Blitz is very powerful here, right? Blitz is very, very powerful. What? I had an interesting conversation with someone in the comments recently that I felt like I should ask. So a lot of times I've asked, like, what do you expect in the next update? Like, what do you expect to get added is usually the answer to that, or what do you want to get added to the next update? We've had that conversation many times. However, what do you want to see changed? Something that's already in the game. A boon, a weapon, an aspect, a character, a boss, an enemy, a zone. What do you want to see changed the most here? And I had to think pretty hard about this, actually. Like, the most I want to see changed, you know? I think at one point I probably would have said the weapon we're using right now to some degree. Because I think there's a missed opportunity, particularly with the special here and how it functions in the game. Because I feel like it just could be far more interesting if they think about it. But now I don't know. Now I'm not sure if that's my answer. I think there's just a handful of legendaries that I would love to see different. Oh boy. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? You think we go for it? We couldn't get it again. There's not a super high chance of getting it later on if we skip it now, right? Not to mention these other 2 are commons. We're doing it. Let's just have a good time now. Boons of Zeus +8. Let's go. So the dash went up. I'll look at it soon when we hit the shop. Double strike went up, and we're going to rarefy double strike. I love this duo boon. I love the set of duo boons because it enables a lot of palms on some very specific boons, and I think that's just been really interesting in Hades 2 in general. Plus 32% on that bad boy. The dash is 75 damage each. It's not bad. How much do we care about the old Hefmeister? Again, I just want to make sure I don't take any commons is the main thing. He's not good at applying origination. He does have some defensives, but I might just hold out. I might just hold out, honestly. Don't need magic, but I guess I'll take the health. I really want to make sure that we rarefy that D-strike, you know what I'm saying? Oh, success rate from Hermes would be nice, cool. Nice too, right? So I no longer have origination. I'm trying to watch for the lightning from the dash. I see like 94. Let's just see how this kind of looks for a second here. Ooh. Yo, though? Yo, it's not so bad. Look at it go. Oh, whoops. Look at it go. This is an instance where, like, Glamour Game would probably be decent, right? Okay, I'm not gonna do that all day, though. It's not that good. Now with 30 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, I guess I couldn't really come to a conclusion like the thing I want to see change most. There's a couple legendaries that I think could be far, far more interesting.
Do it.
You know, overarching like mechanics slash processes. Like the Arcana cards, I'm pretty happy with where the Arcana cards are here now, so I wouldn't really demand that we see big changes there. I think it might be things around the Oath, believe it or not. I think there's a few too many things that have carried over from Hades 1 that we could make more interesting. Plus 32% goes to 47%. So we definitely want the Boon of Herms. Let's go. Success rate or stutter step, maybe?
Done there.
I suppose. Success rate or stutter step? I don't know. We need a way to apply origination now. Do we think the dash could ever get this good? There's things like Beach Ball we could get, if we so chose. If we so wanted, I should say.
Next bearing.
Okay, Aphrodite has both Shameless Attitude. Romantic Spark would be an interesting boon to get with this. Again, it'll probably overshadow the dash thing we got going on here. But I think we knew at the get-go this dash wouldn't carry a whole run by itself, right? It's more so something, it's a supplemental damage, I guess. Yeah, the cast does work here. Yeah. Sounds pretty good to me.
In the name of
Success rate? Stutter step? Oh my god! You dirty boy, you. Okay. Boink, boink, boink,
Time to
boink.
abandon ship.
Double strike at 71% now. Holy god. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, you love to see it, don't you? Ow. Something like Divine Vengeance would be a hot dog now, too.
Sink or swim.
Because you get the increased chance of it striking again, and you get the double strike. You don't have, like, Heinous Affront or anything on the docket, it looks, though. Alright, it's Icarus. Yeah. I think there's a lot of viable builds in the game. I'm not really worried about that. This is like a boring answer, but I do wish some things were more clear in the game in their descriptions and how they work. I suppose is one answer I have to what do I want to see changed, you know? For me, this game is all about replayability and maximizing the replayability we could have out of it, which I know is probably not... You might think you want that, but I think the majority of players do actually just want that nice storied experience with good gameplay, and coming back to it after you finish the story isn't a big priority for other people, if I were to guess. We'll do this. More Aphrodite.
See you.
Lamborghini isn't a high priority anymore, right? I would say. So Shameless Attitude or Romantic Spark, maybe. Yeah, we'll still just take Shameless Attitude. So that'll up the lightning strike damage. Extended Family from Hera would be nice, too. And she's in the pool, so to speak. Guess we'll do the money. Ooh, damn. I don't want to see this lightning strike go. It's like 100 damage each now.
It's no use.
I don't know if that's with or without double strike, though. Woo, baby. And if I actually apply origination, baby, we're cooking. We are cooking up a hot salad. Ooh. Ooh. But is the dash actually going to be that high in the meters at this rate? Or is it going to be totally overshadowed by numerous other things? Time will tell. I think it might be okay at this rate. Your active Arcana. Move 10% faster. It won't let you channel the dash any faster, though. Anyway. Move your active Arcana. This one's kind of goofy fun sometimes. Ooh, Strength! Yo, that's what I was about to speak about, if you can pop a Strength. It's now 25%. Wait, what was it before? Wasn't it always 25%, but now I just take less damage? Fountain Room. But how does he know? But how does he know? He hacked the game. He mapped the seed. I know I have money, but... Wow, look at this. Oh my god, look at this rift right now. Look at this rift right now. Is this the end shop, or... It's not even the end shop. That's crazy.
Come on.
So we got Cersei into Fountain into Shop. You don't understand how rare that is, baby. Poseidon. He really does nothing for us, I think. He truly does nothing for us. If this was a speedrun right now, I'd be blowing. Okay, I won't be too inappropriate, I guess. I'd be very excited to get this combo of rooms.
Now for the captain's wheel.
And we got Icarus, didn't we, earlier at one point? You might be wondering, what do I mean by more clarity on some things? Well, for instance, there's a lot of instances of damage. Oh my god, game. That they don't really describe how they scale. What do I mean by how they scale? The Eos Daybreaker damage. If you look at the aspect, it says the Daybreaker does like 150 damage or something like that every time it bursts. But what kind of damage is that? Is that attack damage? Is that Omega attack damage? I mean, you wouldn't assume that it's special damage, right? But I guess technically it could be. Or is it its own damage and it doesn't scale at all with attack or Omega attack? You just don't know, really, until you actually sit there and do it and you find out from the DPS meter at the end how it works. But you want that information so that you can build accordingly, you know? You would really like it. What do you got here? Double strike plus 3%. We're gonna do that, I suppose. I might have considered the dash if it was available. Hera? Ares, huh? He still got he's what? English? He still got that grievous blow. Mutual destruction, too. Quite sexy. Let's grab this first. 5 damage on the base for Thunder Rush. Keep it going, baby. And you got that special. I don't think Visceral Impact does much, if anything. The special, but I'm not going to be applying wounds from it, really. Most likely not. I don't think so. We don't even have Divine Vengeance, but you could work towards Heinous Affront. And then but Divine Vengeance isn't going to have the palms, right? I think I'll roll for...
Why not?
I was thinking Mutual Destruction. Oh, and then I'll just get dunked, I guess. You know what? I owe you all a Meat Grinder run. It's been a while already. It's been long enough. All right, I'm going to fill that slot, I guess. It's been long enough. I owe y'all a Meat Grinder. I have done it, but
Looky who.
it's been a bit.
Oh, I'd love to.
Okay, honey. We still want Stutter Step from Hermes, too. We only got the 1 boon from him, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh, God. I don't like where you are in your life.
Now it's my
Okay, hon. I really do think a lot of the difficulty of this fight is just where she winds up. Like, where she just chooses to stand is so annoying.
return to shadow now.
I guess it's not where she chooses to stand, but where she winds up when she does her little dash thingy, you know? Oh, ooh, things to change? The fishing minigame, please. Please, I'm sorry, I just don't like it. I'm sorry. I think the pacing needs to be way faster. The ghost minigame ain't great either, but... Hera for Extended Family would probably be the coolest thing for us to get now. Stutter Step, I'm not so certain would really do anything. Romantic Spark might be cool in its own way with our dash system. But maybe we could get it all. Maybe. Maybe. In case you don't know, these mystery boons, well, someone asked me recently. I did answer them in the comments, though, just to be clear. But I guess whenever someone asks a question, it's like, oh, maybe other people wonder this too. The mystery boons are not affected by a god keepsake. More palms. What the heck?
Rocky, use that.
Go ahead, Rocky. I don't think I'm gonna care if I even get the element, but... Boink. So the mystery boons aren't affected by your god keepsake. However, if you just so happen to get the god whose keepsake you're wearing, that will actually use up the keepsake in itself. But what can you do? I guess it's not the end of the world, right? You still got the god at the end of the day. Come here, buddy. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? More double strike, baby. Level 12. Ooh, more. More. Ah, chaos. I would love to see chaos a little more prevalent, particularly in the surface, I guess. You just don't see enough of the chaos gates.
Lord Hermes.
More. Double strike at 80%. Here's Hera. It is actually from the mystery boon. I have 2 rolls. You'd really want... Ah. That cannot hit double strike. It cannot hit the dash. It could hit Shameless Attitude, which I guess would be the best bet. I'm not going to rarefy it, though. Rapture Ring. Well, that was pretty terrible. Maybe there's more... I mean, Chaos has a lot of good stuff. I have a hard time turning down Dionysus in this instance, I guess. Hermes, I know we're kind of interested in for Stutter Step, but something tells me that won't really matter much at the end of the day. Boom, bum, bum. Power. For your next move is how this is described. Gives your very next move plus 100 power. I'm kind of just curious about that and how it works. We might want to try to roll... We could get Romantic Spark here, but I'm probably not going to roll for it. Does that include our dash? Probably not. I think it can include interesting things like your Rapture Ring cast, though. Hey, buddy. Chillax. Hey, get back in there. Yeah, the grape juice could be an interesting highlighted run. It's just too bad you get it so late in.
Almost finished.
But there's definitely some quirky things I think you can make it work with. Let's see, let's see. Nothing really that interesting. We could throw Glamour Gain out there, I guess, to fill a slot and some more things. Hey, there's Hera again. All right, Extended Family to up our Lightning Bolt of damage, please. Oh, dear God in heaven. Someone's gonna shoot at me. Oh, you're dead. And I'm stuck in the flames the whole time. It was messy, right? There was a lot of hit stake in there. Can't deny it.
It's her.
There we go. Hot dog.
Our bond renewed.
More palms. More. Can't be wrong when it feels so right. Okay.
Lady Demeter.
We certainly have Mucho's damage. I kind of want to see. Here's me dashing around. Although sometimes using the aspect a bit there. I don't think so, game. I don't think so. I disagree. Let me see. Thunder Rush. Keep it going there.
Strength of the gods.
We'll take this. I don't know. Am I the only one that complains about the fishing minigame? It's too slow. Boring. Ooh. We're probably going to do Hermes. Thunder Rush. Let's go. Level 12.
Olympus. Accept this message.
Ugh. Well, yeah, mutual destruction is sort of it, I guess. For a potential double damage. Maybe I should have bought the max out there. I don't know. We'll go this way. I don't know if I actually care about Stutter Step anymore. Maybe it could be interesting. I still have 1 roll. At this point, I guess that could be working towards Romantic Spark. And I just keep doing like little dash attacks everywhere, like I have been. And it should be pretty sexy. Stutter Step. All right.
Very well.
Let's do it.
Tucked away.
I'm gonna go this way in case of Zeus or Aphrodite here. Aha! Oh, but there's a palm too. Let me afford them both. No! But I want the palm. I mean, obviously we have severe diminishing returns here. 80% on that bad boy, huh? You cannot palm Extended Family, sadly. Let's do this now.
Of Hades.
Let's do this. What do you got? You wouldn't give it to me, would you? We do have what we need for Romantic Spark.
Let's do it.
Yo, what? Yo, what? Yo, what? I guess Sweet Surrender is pretty good for what we got going on. Ooh, dang, I saw a big number. Okay, stop hitting me, though. Middle, top, or bottom? Get him, baby. Oh, damn. Oh, damn, though. That's the thing. Blitz works everywhere if you get something like this going on. Bottom, middle, middle, bottom, middle. Do, 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 do. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, honey. Baby. Baby. Been a while since I had a juicy Zeus build, I think. He is probably the most powerful god in the game. I mean, it's hard to really quantify that, because several gods do several different things in a way. But in terms of getting big, hot, muscular damage, it's probably just Zeus. Like, he has the highest top end, I would say. So now, Athena to be getting that Divine Dash. We did not get Romantic Spark yet, though. And we could put on Aphrodite's Keepsake. There's still no guarantee you're going to get her, though. Sad to say. Hammer wouldn't really matter. Black and Fleece doesn't affect lightning bolts. Yeah. Interesting. Let's get our Divine Dash happening, shall we? Hey, wow, we just had enough money for that. Hot dog. Point. Okay. Anything else I'd like to see different? Anything else? I think in terms of, like, difficulty, again, Changes to the Oath will vastly change difficulties to some degree, too, right? I think in terms of base difficulty, I don't really have much to say about it. I'm not unhappy about it. Ooh. Well, we're not really spending any magic, so I guess it's mental block. Come on. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Romantic Spark is coming back. What about hexes? I mean, that's a big thing that comes up a lot. I think there's a couple things. Oh, God. Hexes kind of add some interesting replayability if you try to do, like, build-centric to them. So I guess in a sense, like, having those additional build archetypes where it's like, I'm going to do a big hex build, and then there's one kind of for each hex. That's something that works for me. I'm a weird hex defender nowadays, probably. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now you're going to get some really juicy numbers from dashing through a blitzed enemy. So dash strike, over and over and over again. Come on. What do you got here? What could we get? Power surge? Not really. Does air quality affect anything at this rate? No. Not that I can see. Nay, I say. I don't think Arc Flash really does anything either. I don't really spend... None of these matter, in other words. I tried to think of anything that works. I haven't done a big power surge run in a while, but something tells me it's not going to be too similar to what we got going on here. Dude, could you please? 4405. Oh my god, it's disgusting. There is sort of a cooldown on Romantic Spark triggering. Now, it's been a while, but Romantic Spark was not working on Typhon for me. I tried and tried and tried and tried. I ran, I sprinted, I did everything I thought I could. Okay, we'll do that.
Chip away, Rocky.
But I could not get Romantic Spark to actually trigger on Daddy Typhon. But let's see. It has been a while. I kind of gave up on trying it. There might have been a hot fix. Can we get the Zeus Legendary? I don't know. Not that it would matter much now. It's kind of the only thing to buy. This doesn't get affected by most things, but I really don't want Lightning Lance. It's annoying. I'm going to buy the armor and skip the health since we have mutual destruction, right? Let's see. Can we get this bad boy to work? Can we get it to trigger? And we'll see how our dash is done as well. What the heck, a Rooney? I think because of his phase transition, it like pushed me into the laser or something weird. It'll work on these eggs. It's kind of hard to tell here. Yeah, because normally if you just stand here... Okay, I got distracted, though. I don't think it's working. Looks the same to me. I think we're just triggering regular blitz, because if Romantic Spark was working, then you'd see thousands. Like, see this 3K hit on occasion. We're not really seeing that against Typhon while he's up there. I think it has to do with, like, the game considers his hitbox to be in sort of a strange place, is the best way I can guess. Oh my god, there's just so many enemies here. Please, thank you. I run. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, buddy. See if I care. Boom. Well, he still goes down pretty fast. Oh. Yeah, it looks like no Romantic Spark still on him. I submitted this bug report a long time ago, too. Yo, the dashing actually did quite a bit, but Blitz is gonna absolutely dominate in this situation like this, I think. But my god, that was a silly fun run, right? And we got to try it out. Get this Gorgon Amulet out of here. Obviously, those both did really well. 90 damage per dash. The question is, well, this actually flowed really well since we got his Blitz attack. But if you didn't have the Blitz attack, would this be worth pushing for? That's sort of the issue, isn't it, right? That is sort of the issue. But that success rate was a monster, an absolute monster, yeah. Yeah, that was fun, though. That was fun. Thank you all so much for watching. If you got build suggestions or anything, let me know down in the comments. I got a few that I've kind of taken note of that I'd like to try in the near future, so thank you so much for submitting. I'll try to thank you when I do make those videos in the near future. Like, subscribe, whatever, you know what I mean. Thank you again. I'll see you in another video.